There's one style of motorcycle that I have always loved, and that is the chopper. Between the stretched out look, customization, and feeling of freedom behind them, I have always wanted a chopper. The problem is, choppers can be expensive. I also don't have room for a third bike and don't really want to get rid of the ones I have. So using the power of the internet, I found two possible solutions. One is a full bolt-on kit costing at least $2,000. The other, well, it's a tenth of that price. So I bought the 6-inch fork extensions made by TJBRUTALCUSTOMS. While this probably won't make my bike a real chopper, should be close enough. Let's go check them out.
Alright, we just put the fork extensions on, and this is my first time actually seeing the bike out here. Oh my gosh, guys, this is... yeah, it looks chopperish to me. I was actually curious how the Aero fenders would work, but they seem to be doing alright. I gotta clean up the front brake line a little bit, but... yeah, let's just go for a ride. Ugh. First thing I notice right off the bat is picking this bike up. It feels a lot heavier. And you can definitely tell the front end is sitting higher. I gotta adjust that headlight down at some point. Wallet phone. It definitely feels like I'm leaning back. I'm having to definitely lift my feet a little more for these pegs. Yeah, I'm not like super confident in this mirror position here. Hold on. To tilt them way low, that's about even with my head. I want it down a little even with my shoulders. That's probably fine. Alright, let's just go. So there's a couple things I noticed right off gate about this. One, I'm noticeably higher in the front. I mean, obviously, you guys saw it when we got on the bike, but you can definitely feel it. Like, these 12-inch apes are probably sitting closer to, if I had to guess, just looking at my shoulder height, probably 14s, possibly even 16s. I've also noticed that pulling up to stops here, it's just a little bit further to the ground than it used to be. Not by much. I'm about 6 foot tall, so it's not really a problem. Slow speed cornering definitely feels different, only because the front end seems a little heavier, which I guess it is. There's two giant slugs of aluminum on my forks now. But in this straight section, this bike feels fantastic. No, this is nice. I really like this. Like, I could cruise probably all day like this without issue. Which we're not doing that right now. This is more like the inaugural test run, so to speak. Which, doing that, not being sure how the bike's going to react, I probably actually should have put my whole jacket on, but, you know, whatever. I understand the desire to be safe, but I also understand personal freedoms, and it's also the southeastern United States in the summertime. So it gets hot, it gets humid. Yeah, so we're tracking here 45 miles per hour, and other than my arms being a little forward, I can't really tell a difference between this and like the what it was before, you know? Like, this corner right here feels a little heavier, but I almost feel a little more stable at the same time. It's interesting. So luckily on this bike, because it's an Aero, it's got the speed sensors like down in the transmission, so I didn't have to mess with anything in the front other than the front brake, actually. I know a lot of actual choppers, they do away with that for the whole minimalist thing, but man, I'm keeping my front brake. I gotta have it. Will not ride without it. But if you notice, we kind of got her moving there a little bit, and she did fine. No issues with tracking, which is great, you know, because I'm not a mechanic, you know, working on the bike myself, kind of get a little, I'll admit I was nervous coming out here just because I wasn't sure how it was going to react. I was also curious about my feet position, see if that'd be comfortable or not, but in all honesty, I mean, I'm pretty happy. I'm still kind of trying to take it easy a little bit. So I'm going to do the left-hand U-turn without screwing this up. This is my least favorite maneuver. Yep, I done screwed that up. But we didn't drop the bike, we didn't die, so, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, right? Alright, backing her up's about the same. We're going slightly downhill, though, so that's not too bad. I did notice that pushing it forward back into the garage, because I did do that once or twice. So I can make sure this thing fits, because it's a little wider than she used to be. I did notice, though, you gotta be careful setting this thing down, because she... Like, dude, I'm scared she's gonna... I mean, this seems like she's gonna fall over. I mean, look at this. So, if... I don't know. Oh my gosh, she's heavy. Everybody turns their wheel to the right. That seems to be the thing to do. I mean, she definitely... I mean, that looks super sketchy to me, man. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, but overall, I mean... Look at this thing. Like, this is nuts. I mean, here's a stock picture. I mean, compare that to this. I mean, so far I'm digging it. I do want to do something about the forks. The Aero has these fork covers, and actually, how I installed these is I actually beat them in from the top instead of taking everything off. That seemed to make things a lot easier. But I mean, as far as looks, that's a 10 out of 10. I mean, that's I say this a lot, but that's a nice looking bike. Function, I'd probably give her an 8. So yeah, if you guys would, do me a favor, like it, comment, whatever. Let me know what you think about the Aero's new look, and nothing else left to do except give it a name. I'm thinking No Chop Chopper. Let me know what y'all think. If you're curious about anything else on this bike, I got this video right here. And y'all be good, guys. See you.